vast army marches across the Anatolian plains. The ground trembles beneath thousands of horsemen, the air thick with the sound of war drums. In the distance, a young warrior, barely out of his teenage years, leads his men with unwavering confidence. His name is Osman, and he is about to lay the foundations of one of history's greatest empires, the Ottoman Empire. The story of the Ottomans is one of ambition, conquest, and survival. From a small Turkish principality in the late 13th century, they would rise to control vast territories spanning 3 continents. But like all empires, their reign would not last forever. This is the tale of their triumphs and their eventual downfall. In the late 1200s, Anatolia was a fractured land. The once mighty Seljuk Empire had crumbled, leaving behind a patchwork of warring Turkish beyliks. Amid this chaos, a warrior named Osman I emerged. He was the leader of a small but determined group of Turks. Unlike others who fought merely for survival, Osman had a vision, a new empire, one that would stretch beyond the limits of Anatolia. Osman and his successors built their empire upon a foundation of military might and strategic alliances. Using the Ghazi warrior ethos, they attracted fighters eager for plunder and glory. With each victory, their influence grew. But the true turning point came in 1453, when Sultan Mehmed II, later known as Mehmed the Conqueror, did what many thought impossible. He conquered Constantinople, the heart of the Byzantine Empire. The fall of Constantinople sent shockwaves across Europe and the Islamic world. The city, renamed Istanbul, became the jewel of the Ottoman Empire, a bridge between East and West. It was more than just a military conquest. It was the beginning of a new era. The 16th century was the pinnacle of Ottoman power. Under Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent, the empire reached its zenith. Suleiman was not only a fearsome warrior, but also a visionary ruler. His legal reforms earned him the title of the lawgiver in the Islamic world, while his military campaigns expanded Ottoman rule into Central Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. At its height, the Ottoman Empire controlled an area stretching from Hungary to Yemen, from Algeria to Iraq. The empire's navy ruled the Mediterranean, and its trade networks connected the Silk Road to Europe. Ottoman cities flourished with art, science, and culture, rivaling the Renaissance cities of the West. But even in this golden age, cracks were forming. The empire's reliance on military conquest to sustain its economy became a double-edged sword. The more they expanded, the harder it became to manage their vast territories. And as Europe entered the age of exploration, new trade routes bypassed Ottoman lands, weakening their economic stronghold. By the 17th century, the Ottoman Empire was still a force to be reckoned with, but it was no longer invincible. Internal power struggles, corrupt leadership, and military stagnation began to take their toll. The once feared Janissary Corps, elite soldiers who had been the backbone of Ottoman might, became more interested in politics than war. The 18th and 19th centuries saw a series of humiliating defeats. European powers, now armed with superior technology and modernized armies, pushed back Ottoman influence. Russia, Austria, and Britain all took advantage of the empire's decline, chipping away at its territories. The empire, once known for its unstoppable expansion, now found itself on the defensive. Efforts to reform the military and government under leaders like Sultan Mahmud II and the Tanzimat reforms were too little, too late. The world was changing faster than the Ottomans could adapt. By the early 20th century, the empire was known as the sick man of Europe. Weakened by wars and internal strife, it clung to life. Then came World War I. The Ottomans sided with Germany and the Central Powers, hoping to reclaim lost prestige. But when the war ended in 1918, the empire lay in ruins. In 1923, a young, determined leader named Mustafa Kemal Atatürk dissolved the Ottoman Empire and founded the Republic of Turkey. It was the final chapter in a 6th-century saga of power, ambition, and legacy. The Ottoman Empire was more than just a state. It was a civilization that shaped the course of history. Its architectural marvels, legal codes, and cultural contributions still echo today. Though it no longer exists, its story remains, a testament to the rise and fall of empires and the ever-changing tides of history. And so we ask, what lessons can we learn from the Ottomans? Is power truly fleeting, or do great civilizations leave behind something more enduring than borders on a map? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more epic stories from the past. Until next time, keep exploring history's greatest tales.